Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to recreate Inter Milan in EAFC 26. With Konami securing the rights for the Nerazzurri a couple years back, EA has been forced to turn one of the most iconic and historic clubs in the world into a generic knockoff. But with the Create a Club feature, you can get some semblance of Inter Milan back into EAFC 26 in your career mode save. First thing you'll want to do is go to the Customize menu, then Edit Teams, and then Club Transfers. Find Lombardia FC and start releasing every single player on the squad. This way you can sign them at the start of the career mode as a free agent. Once you get this warning, you'll need to add more players to the squad. I suggest going to the free agents roster and setting the max overall to 70. Then starting at the bottom of the list and start signing every single one of these low rated players until you reach the max limit. Finally, head back to Lombardia FC and finish releasing all the real Inter Milan players. Once you're done, you'll have a squad full of low-rated players who you won't care about replacing at the start of your save. Next, go to the Create a Club option in career mode, and follow these recommendations for recreating Inter Milan. The club info should be Inter Milan and Inter for short, with INT as the abbreviation. Now you can choose International as a nickname if you want, since Inter Milan are actually known as Internazionale in Italy. And lastly, set the mascot to a dragon as it just kinda seems to fit. Then go ahead to Serie A and replace Lombardia FC. And before you create the kits, go to the crest option and select this badge with the color blue as a primary, as it best replicates an Inter Milan badge. Now you could choose this badge if you want, since it looks somewhat similar to the old badge, but it's really up to you. Then for the home kit, select blue as a primary and black as a secondary, and white for the rest. Now in the Adidas section, there are two stripe designs that look like the typical Inter Milan stripe design. Now I chose these since they have black shorts, which Inter Milan almost always wear. But for the rest of the kits, it's really up to you to be honest. They normally have a white away kit with some blue and black. I made this one which looks somewhat similar to the real life kit, with some light blue accents in the design. But for the third kit, I decided to recreate the old school gray and black hoops kit that they used to wear since it's really one of my favorite kits of all time. And finally, since EA really doesn't give us many options for the goalkeeper kit, you can just choose whatever you like. Now onto the stadium, you'll want to choose a Stadion Olympic and rename it to the San Siro. And the rest of the settings you can leave alone to be honest, since it mostly matches the San Siro. Finally, set your squad rating to half star and the age to veteran, and make sure you give yourself plenty of money to re-sign the free agents. This way you won't have any good randomly generated players in your default squad at the start of the save to mess up the realism factor. Then once you get into the save, search the free agents list and add every single Inter Milan player to your shortlist. After that, you can begin offering contracts to each one, and eventually, once you signed everyone, you'll have a full Inter Milan squad. After that, enjoy your slightly more realistic Inter Milan save in FC 26. It isn't perfect, but it's better than starting as Lombardia FC. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know what videos you'd like to see me make next. See ya.